Jesus freak here. I live by the maxim, hope for the best but plan for the worst. That is just say you can hope you won't have to deal with the worst possible scenario, but be ready in case you do. And I think that's in line with, for example, James is like, you're bragging about what you're going to do tomorrow. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. On the other hand, I see a lot of people tend to be like, they hope for the worst and plan for the best, or at any rate, they seem to be so hung up on the worst case scenario that they can't even conceptualize that the worst case scenario is just that, the worst case scenario. It's like, you're talking like it's the end of the world. It's been the end of the world for 2,000 years. And if you're really going to be honest about it, when the Bible's talking about all these catastrophes happening, it doesn't say that's the end. It says that's the end of the beginning of the end. You ain't even coming close to the end yet. And don't worry about it. There's more important things to worry about. But I think a lot of us are hung up on, we all gonna die. And honestly, I think some people want it. And honestly, if they didn't have some sort of limiter on themselves, they'd probably force their hand. Sometimes I see this with other people. They do it to not necessarily themselves, although doing it to themselves certainly does happen. But sometimes they'll do it to, like, their children. They're so convinced. What's that saying? You're so focused on the future that, you're so focused on heaven that you're no earthly good. It doesn't hurt to have a mind for things heavenly. In fact, it's not necessarily a bad thing at all. But if you're forgetting yourself, we got billions of living, breathing temples going around falling into disrepair because the maintainers of those temples don't care. Think about that. You don't have to be so focused on the world that you just become part of the world. But it's not good to be so focused on things above, that you let the temple rot. Anyways, Jesus freak out.